So, let's gather up and start the video. After watching Endgame, it occurred to me that all of the visions Wanda showed our heroes at the beginning of Age of Ultron have actually come true. Obviously, Tony saw Thanos' army descending on Earth. Thor saw glimpses of Ragnarok, the birth of Vision, and the conflict over the Infinity Stones. And of course, Steve foresaw the end of the war and his reunion with Peggy. Interestingly, all of these visions come to fruition in Endgame, several movies after Age of Ultron. But that leaves one major question. What did Hulk see? All we know is that whatever Wanda showed him drove him into a mindless rage. He went berserk, eventually commandeered the Quinjet, and disappeared to Sakaar. So, what exactly did Hulk see in Wanda's vision? There are two possibilities, and both are powerful. Possibility 1. Hulk's fear of losing control forever. He may have seen the most savage, unhinged version of himself, one that destroys everything, including his friends, his loved ones, and innocent lives. That horrifying glimpse could have been enough to terrify Hulk into running. That's why he hijacked the Quinjet and never came back. He wanted to protect the people he cared about by distancing himself from them. Possibility number 2. Hulk's fear of losing his identity. He was shown a future where he no longer exists as a separate being, just Bruce Banner in full control. The vision revealed the Endgame version of him, Professor Hulk, where Hulk is nothing more than a body and Banner is in charge of everything. From Hulk's perspective, this wasn't balance. It was obliteration of his identity. That could explain why he went wild after the vision, why he left Earth, and why he refused to let Banner take over for years. Now moving on to another big question. Could Hulk actually die, or is he immortal? Well, in the comic storyline The Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing, it's revealed that every time Bruce Banner dies, Hulk brings him back. Literally, even if Bruce is shot in the head or torn to pieces, he resurrects at nightfall, not as Bruce, but as the Hulk. This means Hulk isn't just strong, he's connected to something much bigger. In this storyline, Hulk's immortality is linked to a mysterious dimension called the Below Place, a kind of hell ruled by a demonic entity known as the One Below All. This being is the dark counterpart to the multiverse's cosmic balance, and it's deeply tied to gamma radiation. Gamma, in this theory, isn't just science, it's almost spiritual, or even demonic. Hulk, being the strongest gamma mutate, is like a chosen vessel. His power is so extreme that he cannot stay dead because his existence has become cosmically significant. In the MCU, we've seen subtle glimpses of this idea, like when Bruce tried to shoot himself in the mouth but Hulk spit the bullet out, or in Thor Ragnarok, where Bruce jumps out of the ship and seems lifeless but Hulk saves him. But what if Hulk dies instead of Bruce Banner? In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, killing the Hulk, or Bruce Banner in his Hulk form, is extremely difficult as he's incredibly powerful and has an unmatched level of durability. However, in the Hulk Avengers Assassinated storyline from What If, Season 1, a Pym particle disc was placed on Hulk's heart, causing his body to swell uncontrollably and explode, resulting in his death. So yeah, killing Hulk is possible, but it's almost impossible unless you're smart enough, like Hank Pym. Now, let's talk about Hulk's personal life. Why did he lie to Natasha about being infertile? We saw in She-Hulk that he has a son named Skaar. The first time we meet Bruce Banner in the Avengers, he says, "Well, I don't always get what I want," while playing with a baby's crib. This moment foreshadows that he believes he can't have children, not necessarily because of gamma radiation, but because of the Hulk. In The Incredible Hulk, Bruce even tells Betty that if he gets too excited while making love, he could Hulk out and put her in serious danger. That's why he lied to Natasha in Avengers Age of Ultron, because Hulk could accidentally hurt or even kill her if things got too intense. So that means Hulk had a girlfriend on Sakaar who was strong enough to handle the Hulk's claps. Simple. Now let's move on to a detail that many fans completely missed. Professor Hulk accidentally created an immortality machine in Endgame. Remember when Ant-Man tried to time travel through the quantum vehicle? Instead of traveling through time, time traveled through him, causing him to age, become young again, even turning into a minor, all without losing his memories. So that means if Steve Rogers is still alive somewhere, he could become young again to fight Dr. Doom and Doomsday. How crazy is that? And now, finally, the main part of this entire video, Hulk was blipped in Avengers Infinity War. A theory suggests that Professor Hulk in Endgame wasn't just a cheap character change. Hulk was actually erased by the snap, leaving Bruce Banner in complete control of their body. Since Hulk and Banner are two separate beings, only one of them had to disappear, and this time, it was Hulk. Banner mistakenly believed he had merged with Hulk, but in reality, Hulk was gone. That's why Banner was able to use Hulk's strength without any resistance. But here's where it gets crazy. When Banner reversed the snap, he unknowingly brought Hulk back. And here's the key. The Infinity Stones emit massive amounts of gamma radiation. When Banner used them, his body absorbed an unimaginable level of power. And if there's one thing we know about Hulk, it's that gamma radiation makes him stronger. So when Hulk returned, he wasn't just back, he was unstoppable. Now imagine what happens when Hulk realizes Natasha is dead. Banner might have kept things under control for a while, but when Hulk fully emerges, filled with pain, rage, and limitless gamma-fueled power, he might become something we've never seen before. World Breaker Hulk. A version so powerful, he can shatter planets just by walking. With World War Hulk rumored to be in development, could this be the moment that finally unleashes the real Hulk? What do you think about this theory? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy these kinds of deep dive Marvel theories, check out this video where I explain how Tony Stark might still be alive. So yeah, those were some mind-blowing theories and unanswered questions about Hulk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.